Let me readjust this camera. It's a little different angle than I'm used to. Okay. Okay, check the mic here. Well, that's a problem. We've got a truck on our way. We'll go around back. Anyway, so today I want to talk about the TV show Psych. If you haven't seen Psych, it's a comedic mystery crime show that follows a duo that claim to use psychic abilities to solve their crimes. They start an agency that's kind of like a private investigation thing where they get hired on by the police department. And again, they say that it's psychic powers, but really it's just one guy who's super observant about things and understands how to just use those observances to connect into a cohesive thought that most people wouldn't find connections with. And so they take this spin-off of kind of this idea of lying to the police department about his abilities, saying that they're a psychic thing that he was born with, but really it's just he's super observant and can make connections with the things that he observes. So it's actually kind of a spin-off of what you might say is a Sherlock Holmes situation. So Sherlock Holmes is an acclaimed detective that makes observations and makes connections from those observations and then solves crimes like nobody else can. And so if you're looking at Sherlock Holmes and the stuff that he does, they basically just modernize that as Psych and make it kind of funny as they do it. So I guess, if you watch the Sherlock Holmes shows with Robert Downey Jr., there's some funny parts in there, but it's all like olden times, so it's not as relatable. Whereas this TV show took place in 2006, I think is when it aired, and then it took off, and I think there's 6 or 7, maybe 8 seasons. I don't know exactly. Anyway, I've just been watching it recently for the second time. My wife and I watched it right after we got married together, and then I've been watching it just kind of in my free time. And if you haven't had a chance, you should go watch it. It's pretty funny. The main character, Sean Spencer, has a dad that's super, not belittling, just super hard on him maybe, where Sean can't do anything right. And you get glimpses of Sean's past and how his dad raised him and why Sean is the way that he is. And it's funny because his dad, Henry, is super serious, takes everything seriously, and just tried to raise Sean to be the best person ever. Basically said, hey, you're going to be a detective in the police force one day, and you better basically do that. And then Sean, I think, as a rebellious son, decides, I'm going to never grow up, I'm going to stay immature, and I'm going to be basically just an a-hole at all of my my interactions with anybody that could be an adult. So he just is super funny, makes judgments on things, and basically makes it so that he's making things up the whole time. So he then has a buddy, his name's Burton Guster. I call him Gus. And he's his black friend from, the time that he was in elementary school. And they've been friends forever. And Burton Guster is a pharmaceutical sales rep. He sells pharmaceutical stuff. And Sean drags him into the first case, and slowly Gus becomes a, let's say, and accepts the fact that he can be this funny, quirky guy going along with Sean's stuff, and basically pays for everything Sean does, because Gus is a super responsible guy, but then lets Sean just, tug him around and bully him a little bit. So the whole thing is super fun. It's a good duo combination that allows you to really just enjoy this show. So if you haven't had a chance, go watch it. Super funny, super good. There's some good romance in there, but overall there's just a bunch of different crimes that happen, and Sean and Gus go and solve them. So they have certain motifs that they follow from different movies and TV shows, and they make fun of The Mentalist, which came out shortly after Psych started. So they're kind of airing at the same time, and so they'll poke fun at that. So anyway, that's my bit for today, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.